Hello and welcome to Rise of the Empire, Coruscant Phase 1. This video is going to be a mixed mash of all the battles I did during Phase 1 and Phase 2, Day 1, Day 2, whichever one you want to call it, because my guild, we staggered getting the stars on Coruscant until Day 2. So up first, we're going to be doing the Profundity for the Outrider mission. Both of the Rebel fleets work really well, so you really don't need to be too stressed about it. I imagine Negotiator would work as well, but I had tested it in Corellia, so I can't really be like, let me just use it again for Day 1. Kind of not possible. But I will be showcasing the Home 1 fight after this Profundity one. The only difference between the two is the length of the fights. They're not going to be ridiculously long. Some of the other fights I showcase will be longer, but that's just because they are ground missions. Okay, Clone Sergeant Reinforcement, this is fine. Basically, just take out whoever you really desire first. There's no specific order on who you need to kill, because more likely than not, you're going to get your ultimate off with the Profundity. With Home 1, you're just going to steamroll them regardless. And there we go. Now I need to get the next video ready to go. Okay, so this was recorded on Day 2 of the territory battle. The ships you take in don't really particularly matter outside of the starting lineup of the Y-Wing Outrider and Millennium Falcon. You could take in whoever else you really desire from the Rebel fleet, and you'll be fine. You also have to take out whoever is marked first. Well, not necessarily. It's easy to get rid of the marked, and then you can just take out whoever your heart desires. I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but whenever Mace does any of his specials, he has his lightsaber in his hand, so I don't really know how they managed to break that, but yeah. Not really shocking, in all honesty. This is a little slower going than the Profundity fight. That's just because you're not gonna be getting oodles and, well, okay, you'll still getting assists. You're not just gonna get all the other fun stuff that comes with the Profundity's kit. And you may or may not really need reinforcements. That's more a judgment call on your part. I just decided to call in the Phantom 2 and the Ghost just for the hell of it. And we're almost done, just the Y-Wing left. And voila. Now I need to get back to Day 1 with the video, so give me one moment. I hope I have the audio in the video synced up, but if it's slightly off, I do apologize. I tried my best. It's just I'm trying to mishmatch all the videos files together. I'm still trying to do my best. So, this was during the first couple hours of the New Territory battle being live. We weren't entirely sure what would be the best game plan for each mission, but for Coruscant as a whole on the ground missions, whenever you have the democracy global ability, use it, because it will stun the leader, if I'm correct. Yeah, stun a leader, and then you can just go ham on him, which is the best way to deal with the ground missions, because if you kill, or quote-unquote kill the leader, it will kill off one of the other enemies to give them the health back, but if they have healing immunity, they will not get the health back, and the other enemies will just die regardless. Like there. So, just the best way to do things. The Lord Vader, no Zetas, Relict, and don't know why he doesn't have his own ult, which is fine. Don't really need to fight more old Lord Vaders for a long time. But yeah. But I will also be showing two teams that don't necessarily fully work, but they could if you remod. I didn't remod for them, so that'd probably be why I failed. But also, whenever we get to those fights, I'll explain why I think they failed. Alright. Now for some more Jedi. The reason why I had backed out, it was because I was trying to figure out where Old Ben was, and I had used Old Ben already in my Starkiller fight for Corellia, which was in yesterday's video for the Corellia missions. And the reason why I was looking was because I obviously do not have a whole bunch of high relic Jedi that I can use for, well, this territory battle. So if you have high relic Jedi, you'll be fine. You'll be able to split up your teams more. I am kind of hamstrung outside of requirements for JMK, JML, and Kyle Katarn for Starkiller. But the same thing goes as with the JMK fight. Use democracy when you can. With JML, you can just spam his leadership special, and that'll also help you charge up for your ult, which you could use either in phase 1 or phase 2, whichever tickles your fancy. However, it doesn't really matter because, like I said, it tickles your fancy, but the clones aren't extremely high damaging. It just depends on how fast you can get the ults off. The reason why it might take you a little longer is because of the days from Coruscant, which slows down your ability to get assist off and also cause more damage with the leadership ability. So, but once you start going, it's really not that big of a deal. As you can see, doing big hits, more big hits, and they all die. So, yippee. Speaking of die, I better make sure I'm actually recording with. Okay. I was about to be annoyed if I wasn't recording with the right mic. Okay, now for one of the two teams I'm not entirely sure work. The first team obviously is going to be CLS Rebels. I didn't really want to bother recording the entire bit of me remodding them, so I stopped the recording and then picked it back up. So, the problem with using CLS in Coruscant is going to be the days from the Coruscant modifier. Because as you can see, Chewie is dazed, which means he won't be able to assist Han or CLS with attacks, which slows down this team significantly. Now, CHU-PO is dazed, C-3PO is also dazed, and with both of them being dazed, that's going to cause issues with the TM train of this team as a whole. Now, I'm half tempted to maybe try a Dash team next time, but I doubt it would be successful. Dash would probably be better off being used on Corellia because of the whole days from Coruscant modifier thing. This team does get to going once you get the Thunder's Applause buff, but it's still not as good as it could be because you have no way of cleansing days from your units, except for whenever you go from wave 1 to wave 2. It's going rather poorly. There goes Han. Chewie is dazed again. C-3PO is dazed again. The clone medic that had been sacrificed revived, which is not good. But yeah. If you can, avoid using CLS here. Use them elsewhere or bench his units and platoons. And I need to get the next part of the video ready to get pulled up. And there we go. Not the best showcase, but gotta test them somehow. Now, this fight is recorded during Phase 2, Day 2, whatever you really want to call it. And I'm going to be rolling with JML this time instead of JMK. And this is the fight where you get to beat Lord Vader in Wave 2. Same mechanics as previously mentioned. You just need to grind them out, either slowly or as quickly as humanly possible, with days getting applied all over the place. And focus down the elite clone commander at the front. So that way, you can make them all sacrifice for him. I like to alternate with JML between his leadership special and the democracy buff for the planet, but you can also use cleansing abilities to get rid of the days, so that way everyone with Thunder's Applause assist whenever you use an ability. And then same as the JMK fight, focus down Lord Vader, and the rest of them will topple like 10 pins. or bowling pins. What is this? I don't know what the saying is. You know what I mean. I hope. Alright, now we're in ult, and they're all gonna die rapidly. That no confidence debuff is quite the killer. And there we go. Well, not yet. Okay, there we go. Good grief. It was a little too early on that. And now to pull up the final fight that I recorded from day 2. Okay, so the final fight I will be showcasing for Coruscant is going to be Gas 501st. This isn't a horrible team. I believe I would need to remod to make it work to get 2 waves. However, the problem arises is the days causing Echo being unable to assist, which helps further fuel the team as a whole. And yeah. I know Jammax did Padme 501st for day 2, and he said it worked. So I will be giving that a go in a couple weeks whenever we circle back to this territory battle. So yeah, I will record it and then post it on YouTube here. It'll be put in the playlist. I have made a playlist for all the planets that me and my guild have done so far with the footage I have. So if you all need to look for a certain planet, it'll be in the playlist, and that'll be the easiest way for you to find what you're looking for. However, I won't be able to do all of the planets and space stations and such because I do not have the big Mega Kraken account that would be necessary to do a whole bunch of later missions. To put it this way, I'm still trying to get the Inquisitors ready to go before the Grand Inquisitor event on the 24th, if that tells you anything. This team will get moving a lot quickly. A whole lot more quicker once Fives is sacrificed. However, that obviously takes time to get accomplished. But it looks like the most surefire teams are like Padme 501st, and then variants of different Jedi teams. Okay, there goes the 5 sacrifice a moment ago. And now we will have a little bit more offense to push through this wave and the next one. But it will not be enough to get the desired second wave win, unfortunately. Even with the boosted protection, health, speed, and all the other stats that Fives gave us, it's just the days kills it. Days kills any sort of assisting, or not TM based, but assisting team. So, like I said, I mean, you can try if you want to with a remod, it might be able to work out, but I really wouldn't suggest it. Unless this is all you do have and one wave is better than none. So, every little bit will help your guild in this territory battle. Okay, just down to these two, Gas and Echo. What can we accomplish? Not a whole lot. Even though Gas is able to shrug off the, I just said a debuff a little bit ago, and I already forgotten. Whatever the debuff is. Whenever he goes from his nap time stance to the attacking one, it's not going to be enough to take on 6 enemies by himself. But, yeah. We gave it a go, and that's all that really matters. Thank you all for watching. If you found it beneficial, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a good one.